There comes a point in every man's life where the mirror stops showing a face and starts showing a choice. The reflection asks a single question: what have you become? Not in words, but in energy. The eyes betray the truth before the mouth ever admits it. Comfort dulls the fire. Distraction drains the will. Time slips quietly, and responsibility hides behind excuses. The world does not owe anyone transformation. It demands it. Every man who has fallen into complacency knows the weight of self-betrayal. That hollow feeling in the chest is not depression. It's potential unexpressed. The universe hands every man a mission at birth, and the longer it is delayed, the louder the silence becomes. Life has a brutal way of testing masculinity. It removes everything that gives identity and asks what remains. Status, money, validation, none of it survives when challenge arrives. The storms strip away illusions until only essence stands. The world does not need more men chasing escape. It needs men willing to endure. Strength is not built in peace. It is forged in resistance. Pain is the language of growth. The man who avoids it becomes ornamental, while the one who embraces it becomes essential. When everything falls apart, society looks for the one who can stay calm while others panic. That calm is not inherited. It is built through years of self-mastery and sacrifice. There is no salvation in softness. Compassion without backbone is compliance. The world respects those who move with quiet conviction, not those who crumble under comfort. True masculinity has nothing to prove, it simply performs. It doesn't shout, it builds. It protects without praise and leads without permission. A man anchored in discipline becomes unshakable because his value is internal, not negotiated. That kind of man does not need control. He becomes control itself. The presence of such an individual stabilizes chaos. He carries responsibility without resentment and command without ego. He doesn't wait to be needed. He prepares long before he is called. Weakness hides behind pleasure. Every distraction that promises relief steals direction. Every indulgence erodes clarity. The modern world was designed to sedate men, to make them forget the raw satisfaction of focus. Every notification, every short-term hit, every mindless escape is a leash. The man who breaks it becomes dangerous, not to others but to mediocrity. Once a man learns to delay gratification, he separates himself from the herd. The noise of the world no longer penetrates his focus. His purpose becomes sharper than addiction, cleaner than chaos. He learns to feed on solitude, to thrive in stillness, to rebuild the structure of self until nothing external can shake it again. The real battle is internal. The opponent is the voice that whispers comfort, that rationalizes delay, that rewards survival over greatness. That voice wears the face of reason, but carries the scent of decay. The disciplined man learns to recognize it instantly. He does not argue with it. He overrides it with action. Every time he chooses effort over ease, he reclaims another inch of his destiny. The body begins to obey. The mind begins to respect itself again. Momentum becomes his new drug. He doesn't chase confidence. He earns it through repetition. The daily victories no one witnesses become the pillars that hold his entire empire together. Those who depend on others for stability remain slaves to approval. Freedom begins when validation loses value. A man aligned with purpose no longer needs applause because his mission is its own reward. The silence of work replaces the noise of praise. He stops chasing acceptance and starts building credibility. The world starts responding differently because energy never lies. Discipline radiates authority. Focus commands respect. Leadership emerges naturally, not through entitlement but through endurance. The man who stays consistent when others fall asleep becomes the one everyone turns to when chaos hits. Pain becomes the best mentor. Every scar tells a lesson earned through living, not reading. Failure stops being feared and starts being studied. The man in pursuit of mastery learns to bleed constructively. He no longer views struggle as unfair, he views it as filtration. The world separates the casual from the committed through discomfort. Only those willing to face it rise. The process burns arrogance and builds awareness. Every mistake chisels precision into his soul. Eventually, pain loses its sting and transforms into rhythm. The once overwhelming becomes manageable. What was once impossible becomes ordinary. Masculinity matures through responsibility. The more one carries, the more grounded one becomes. Responsibility transforms selfish ambition into service. A real man measures his worth not by what he consumes, but by what he sustains. He becomes the structure others can rely on without needing to speak about it. His word gains weight because it has been tested by hardship. Integrity replaces image. Reliability replaces reputation. Power becomes quiet because it no longer needs validation. The man who reaches this point doesn't dominate others. He raises them. His strength becomes sanctuary for those still learning how to stand. Greatness has no finish line. The path never ends because evolution has no ceiling. Once a man starts winning within, the external world rearranges itself around him. Opportunities multiply. Relationships refine. Peace deepens. He stops searching for purpose and becomes it. The mission was never about proving worth. It was about remembering it. Every man carries the potential for transformation, but few have the discipline to activate it. Those who do change not only themselves but the generation that follows. Their presence shifts the trajectory of families, communities, and futures. The world is starving for men who can lead with conviction, act with clarity, and protect with strength of spirit. That hunger will not be filled by convenience. It will be filled by those who rise early, speak less, and execute relentlessly. The transformation is not physical, it is psychological, spiritual, elemental. Comfort will tempt, fear will whisper, but purpose will always call louder. The era of passive existence has ended. It's time to rise, to rebuild, to lead. Stop being soft. Become the man the world has been waiting for. The one who stands tall when everything else falls. Become the man they need.